This is what I look like when I'm at home. I got all these new and old baby hairs that I like to pull down and style like this on my days off. I have my bangs. There's that. I feel very much in a rut right now. I don't like it. Oh. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Steph, also known as the Freckled One. You know, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. I know a ton of people on YouTube have been posting their Valentine's Day looks, even though they're not going anywhere. And I'm not gonna dress up or put on makeup tomorrow, but today I woke up feeling actually pretty good. I've been waking up at 6 a.m. because that is when I wake up Monday through Friday for work, and I just haven't gotten out of my PJs or my like sweats today, and I'm feeling a little bit like I need to put myself together. Sometimes that helps me feel a little bit more motivated or positive. So this isn't really a Valentine's Day look, but I am gonna kind of go with the like reds and pinks and whites theme. But this isn't for anyone except myself to feel good. I don't have a bra on, which is divine. I just kind of want to glam up a little bit and feel a little bit more put together. For me, especially with my clinical depression, I find that, you know, there are days where it's really hard to put on clothes or to like change out of the clothes that I've been wearing, or to brush my hair, to put makeup on, to brush my teeth, to get out of bed. But today I was able to do a lot of those things, and I want to take it just one step further and put on makeup, which I just don't do anymore at all, especially since I'm gonna get them filled soon, but since I've been getting my eyelashes done, I literally don't put on any makeup. I also have to wear a mask at work, so I just don't put makeup on. I will link my lash artiste down below. Her name is Lou. She's fabulous. If you want to see a Valentine's Day inspired look and get ready with me, then keep on watching. This is our dog Nels. He's a keeper. Aren't you, Nellies? Oh, his breath smells like trash. Doesn't it? I don't know why. I'm honestly like kind of nervous putting makeup on. Honestly, the last time I put makeup on was probably the last video I filmed, which I think was J-Lo skincare. Anyway, how are you doing? I know that if you are in Los Angeles, there has been a surge with COVID. We've now become the epicenter of the pandemic. We are in the most infected country, the most infected state, and in the most infected city and county. That is where I am. And so that's been kind of hard to deal with. I'm just really looking forward to the day where I don't have to wear a mask and just fear for my parents and the rest of my family and friends. It's been a little bit taxing. It's not a little bit taxing, it has been extremely taxing. For anyone that's lost someone due to COVID, has had to deal with that pain, or has known someone who to have experienced loss because of COVID, I'm so unbelievably sorry. I don't wish that upon anybody. I am just really truly looking forward to the day where we kick this virus's butt and get it out of here. That's good enough for me. I think it's nice. Okay. If I do have the energy, I will do my hair after this. It's unlikely, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. That's something throughout the pandemic that I've really tried to be patient with myself with, and to actually listen to what my body and my mind and soul are telling me. I'm not gonna tiptoe around it. It's been so hard. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but I've been so ridiculously hard on myself throughout this entire last year. I'm trying to give myself a little pat on the back for not only like surviving through this, but for using any coping mechanisms to even get me through the last 365 days. Whether that was overeating or becoming a recluse and not leaving the house, not only for practical purposes and obviously not engaging in spreading COVID and potentially becoming infected, but also just because of the need to like protect my emotional self. And I've like totally beaten myself up about a lot of those things. You know, part of me didn't even want to film this video today because I felt really puffy. Like I ate half a box of Cheez-Its and an entire bar of that delicious Ghirardelli black chocolate with raspberry like syrup inside the chocolate. I ate an entire bar of that last night and I woke up and I was so puffy. My tummy is really bloated and I was like, I'm not gonna film today. But you know what? Screw that. So what if I did that? I'm not gonna beat myself up about it and I'm gonna do what is gonna make me feel good today. And so this is one of those things. Haven't used this in a while. Put it just right here and right here. Let's see. I know this stuff's powerful. She's cute. I like putting blush on my temples. I kind of like this like e-girl blushy vibe right now. Well, not right now. Just like right in this moment. I mean, I don't do this every day, but this is kind of cute. I'm so blushy. Love that Rare Beauty blush formula. It's just so like unique and silicone-y and dries down to almost a powdered finish. I won't talk about every single product, but I'll link everything in the description box below. And I will say for me, something that always cheers me up is feeling tan, like the sun has hit my face, even though it hasn't. Certainly. It's been really gloomy today, unfortunately. Phone call. That was my best friend calling, sorry. Speaking of which, it's been so interesting to try and navigate that, like maintaining friendships and relationships in the era of COVID. It's like, how do we do that? And I think people have gotten creative. I feel like I've written a lot more like letters in the last year, and I actually would love to keep that up and do even more. It being so special and fun to even write, and anticipating that whoever you're writing to is going to potentially get home from an exhausting day at work and get the mail, and there's going to be something in there that they weren't expecting, and it was, you know, a hello or a little moment of I miss you, and I don't know. I'm interested, what have you been doing to maintain those relationships with people that you don't necessarily live with? This is so fun, like not putting any pressure on myself to do anything except to have fun with makeup, and I feel like I've totally lost that. And I miss it. I will say that quarantine has not only made me appreciate the current residence that I live in, but it also has encouraged me to really make our apartment feel comforting and calming and a little less chaotic, because having to spend so much time at home, I really wanted it to feel like a sanctuary, you know, and less like a place where I just come home and go to sleep. We've like kind of redid our whole place, and our bedroom is filled with plants. I mean, I can show you. Filled with plants and natural light. Our living room has more plants in it. I think I've realized my capacity for caring for things has been clarified for me. I'm able to keep things alive. But to bring the outside in has just felt so good to have like green inside our apartment. If anyone's interested in like a gardening video or like a plant video, let me know in the comments down below because I'd be so down for that. How do folks feel about Valentine's Day? I know that at least for me, when I was in college and very single, Valentine's was a day to drink more than I normally do, to hang out with my friends who were also single. And I've always kind of been a hater of Valentine's Day. With my fiance, when we started dating, I mean, I guess we did things on Valentine's Day, but it was never this like huge deal. I mean, most likely because I never made a big deal about it, and I always was like, it's just a Hallmark holiday and for candy companies. And I mean, I still believe all these things. I'm a very cynical person, if you know me in real life. But, or I guess in the last year with COVID, I have been more open to celebrating positive things like love, and like, you know, love doesn't have to be between a partner or your partners, but my love for my friends and my family. And I also used to be extremely anti-marriage, and I still think it's kind of whack that you can get benefits from the government just for being married, but that's a whole other thing. But I think COVID has really changed my cynical vibes. Not completely, I'm still very cynical, but I'm open to allowing myself to celebrate things. Can you see this eye look? I love this palette. Y'all, I'm gonna start crying. I just went out of our room to get eyebrow products because I was contemplating whether or not I even wanted to do that, and I decided that I would. And my fiance came home and surprised me with these shoes that I've been wanting. I mean, it's a Valentine's Day present. And they're Hoka's. I've been wanting these for a really long time. How sweet. I honestly cannot. Noah, if you're watching this, you're the light of my life. I'll show you my present for him after this. Okay, let's do brows. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, right? Anyway, since we're on the subject of Valentine's Day, how many of you are dating right now? I haven't dated in almost 6 years, and I was a Tinder connoisseur, if you will. But I just feel like now in a pandemic that dating is really difficult, and I totally feel for anyone that is trying to navigate that right now. You would kind of have to wear masks, so A, you don't really know what anyone looks like, and if you could meet up and would want to take your masks off, you would, you know, theoretically be really far apart from each other and have to like meet up at a quiet park for your first date. And when I was going on first dates, I was meeting up at like really loud bars, and obviously you couldn't do that for the last year, which is fascinating to me. I can't wait to read books about dating during the pandemic. I feel like humans crave connection with other humans naturally. To have to put that on pause during a pandemic is asking for the impossible. If you've had to do that, I would love to hear in the comments below how that has been for you and if things have worked out. I think a lot of folks who have dated and who have maybe made a connection have had to maybe move a little bit quicker than in the past where we weren't in a pandemic. Because, you know, it's hard to maintain a relationship with someone if you A, want to consistently see them, and B, want to maintain safety of maybe you live with roommates, or maybe you live with your parents and having to navigate like who's coming over, how they're coming over, the distance thing, all of that just seems really complicated. And anyway, I'm very curious. This already feels like a lot of makeup for me, even though I know that it's not, and I could certainly put more on. But I guess I'm gonna put on a lip so that it kind of balances out the eyes a little bit. I'm gonna go in with Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury. I don't think I've even used this shade before, so this will be nice. Matches my lips exactly. It was really pretty. This is another Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in Very Victoria. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. It's kind of a satin to matte finish, I think. All right, that I think is it for this Valentine's Day look. I put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lash, some eyeliner, my freckles, and put on this dress that I'm probably gonna take off right after this is done. This is an illustration I had done. I commissioned this amazing artist who did Valentine's Day portraits for folks for Valentine's Day at a really affordable price. I will link her Instagram below so that if you are interested in doing something like this, I know that the Valentine's Day specials are done, but she's absolutely amazing. Anyway, well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's definitely a little bit more relaxed and nonchalant, which was actually really fun, and I just needed to do a chatty get ready with me, honestly. It has already made my day that much better. I know that not everyone gets to spend their Valentine's Day with their loved ones, and a lot of folks don't do anything at all for it, including myself, but this year I hope that you remember that you are loved, and I don't know if nobody has already said it to you today, you are so loved, you are a unbelievably valuable part of this world, and you have fans out there that are rooting for you. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Take care, be safe, and be kind. Bye.